Hello, everyone, and welcome to English Voices.
We're so glad you could join us today for another conversation.
My name is Alex, and as always, it's wonderful to be here.
And I'm Jamie. How was your week been, Alex?
It's been a really good week, Jamie. Busy, but filled with positive moments.
I love to hear that. I've had a similar experience.
That actually ties in perfectly with our topic for today.
It really does. Today, we're going to be talking all about the power of positivity.
We'll explore what it means to be positive and how it can change our lives.
It's more than just being happy all the time. It's about how you approach life.
We'll share some key ideas, personal stories, and useful vocabulary.
And before we dive in, if you enjoy learning English with us, we'd be so grateful.
Please take a moment to subscribe to English Voices and give this video a like.
It helps our community grow and lets us keep creating these lessons for you.
Your support truly means the world to us. Thank you.
So, Alex, let's start with the big question. What does positivity mean to you?
That's a great place to begin. For me, it's not about ignoring problems.
I agree. It's not pretending that everything is perfect.
Exactly. It's more about believing in your ability to handle those problems.
It's about focusing on the good and looking for solutions instead of dwelling on the negative.
Yes, and it all starts with your mindset, which is the first key idea for today.
Our mindset is so powerful. It's the lens through which we see the world.
It really is. You can have a fixed mindset where you think your abilities can't change.
Or you can have a growth mindset where you believe you can learn and improve.
A positive mindset is closely related to that growth mindset.
It's about seeing challenges as opportunities to grow stronger.
Have you ever had a moment where changing your mindset made a real difference?
Definitely. I used to be very nervous about making mistakes when speaking a new language.
Oh, I think many of our listeners can relate to that feeling.
I was so afraid of looking foolish that I often just stayed quiet.
Your mindset was focused on the fear of failure.
Exactly. Then a friend told me to change my mindset.
What was the advice?
She said to see every mistake not as a failure, but as proof that I was trying.
That's a brilliant way to look at it. It reframes the whole experience.
It changed everything. I started to see mistakes as learning opportunities.
So you shifted your mindset from fear to curiosity and growth.
Yes, and my confidence grew so much faster after that.
That's a perfect example. A positive mindset doesn't remove the challenge.
No, but it gives you the strength to face it.
This leads us to our next key idea, which is optimism.
Optimism is the fuel for a positive mindset, isn't it?
It really is. It's that general hopefulness that things will turn out well in the end.
It's not a guarantee that bad things won't happen.
No, but it's the belief that you can get through them.
Do you consider yourself a natural optimist, Alex?
I try to be, but it's something I have to practice. It doesn't always come naturally.
I understand that. It's a skill you have to build.
A few years ago, I was applying for a job that I really wanted.
The kind of job you dream about?
Exactly. I made it through several rounds of interviews.
That's great. You must have been feeling confident.
I was, but then I got the email saying I didn't get the job.
Oh no, that's such a difficult feeling.
I was devastated. My first thought was, I'm not good enough.
That's a very common reaction to disappointment.
But after a day of feeling sad, I tried to find my optimism again.
How did you do that? What was your thought process?
I told myself that this wasn't the end of the road.
You believed that other opportunities would come.
Yes, I thought maybe this job wasn't the right fit for me.
And that a better one is waiting for you.
Exactly. That little bit of optimism helped me to start searching again with fresh energy.
And did you eventually find something?
I did. About 2 months later, I found a job that was even a better fit.
That's amazing. Your optimism kept you from giving up.
It really did. It protected my motivation.
That story perfectly shows the power of being hopeful.
This brings us to another closely related and very important word, resilience.
Ah, yes, resilience is our ability to bounce back from difficult situations.
It's our mental and emotional toughness. Optimism helps build it.
If optimism is the belief you'll get through it, resilience is the action of getting through it.
That's a great way to put it. Do you have a story about resilience, Jamie?
I do. A few years back, I decided to train for my first marathon.
Wow, that's a huge challenge. I'm impressed already.
Thank you. I was training for months, and I was feeling really strong.
You were putting in all the hard work.
Yes, but about a month before the race, I injured my knee during a long run.
Oh no, that must have been so disheartening.
It was. The doctor told me I needed to stop running for several weeks.
So the marathon was out of the question?
It seemed like it. I felt like all my hard work was for nothing. I was so frustrated.
I can only imagine. How did you find your resilience in that moment?
At first, I didn't. I was just sad. But then I started focusing on what I could do.
You shifted your focus from the problem to the solution.
Exactly. I couldn't run, but I could do physical therapy exercises. I could swim.
So you adapted your plan instead of giving up entirely.
Yes, my goal changed from running that specific marathon to just getting healthy again.
That's resilience in action. You faced a setback and found a new path forward.
It took a long time, but I eventually recovered.
Did you ever run a marathon?
I did. The following year, I ran that same race.
That's incredible, Jamie. That story is the definition of resilience.
Thank you, Alex. It taught me that being strong isn't about never falling.
It's about getting back up every time you fall.
Exactly. So we see how mindset, optimism, and resilience all work together.
They really do. So how can we actively cultivate this positive mindset?
That's the key question. One of the most powerful tools is our next word, gratitude.
Gratitude. It seems so simple, but it's incredibly effective.
It is. Gratitude is the practice of being thankful and appreciating what you have.
It trains your brain to look for the good in your life instead of focusing on the bad.
Do you have a gratitude practice, Alex?
I do. Every night before I go to sleep, I think of 3 things I'm grateful for.
I've heard that's a very popular and effective method.
It really is. Some days they're big things, like my health or my family.
And other days?
Other days, they're very small things.
Like what? Can you give an example?
Sure, yesterday I was grateful for a delicious cup of coffee in the morning.
That's a great one.
I was also grateful for a 5-minute chat with my neighbor.
It's about noticing those small moments of joy.
Exactly. And for the sunshine during my walk. It doesn't have to be grand.
I do something similar. I have a gratitude jar.
Oh, that sounds lovely. Tell me more about that.
Whenever something good happens or I feel thankful for something, I write it on a small piece of paper.
And you put the paper in the jar?
Yes. Then, if I'm ever having a difficult day, I can pull out a few notes.
And remind yourself of all the good things in your life.
It's a powerful reminder that even on bad days, there's still good.
That is such a wonderful idea. Gratitude actively shifts your perspective.
That's our next word. Perspective is your point of view or the way you see things.
Gratitude helps us gain a more balanced perspective.
It helps us see that a single bad event doesn't make a whole bad life.
It reminds us of the bigger picture.
I remember being stuck in traffic once and feeling so angry and frustrated.
That's a very easy way to feel in that situation.
I was late for a meeting and I was focused on how annoying it was.
What changed?
I was listening to the radio and a song I loved came on.
A simple, nice moment.
And suddenly my perspective shifted. I thought, okay, I'm stuck in my comfortable car.
I'm safe. I'm listening to good music.
Yes, and I realized that being a few minutes late wasn't the end of the world.
You changed your perspective from one of frustration to one of gratitude.
It completely changed my mood. The situation didn't change, but my experience of it did.
That's the power of perspective. We can't always control what happens to us.
But we can control how we choose to look at it.
Another powerful technique for building positivity is using an affirmation.
An affirmation. Can you explain what that is for our listeners?
Of course, an affirmation is a short, positive statement that you repeat to yourself.
The idea is to challenge negative thoughts and encourage positive ones, right?
Exactly. It's like a form of mental exercise.
Do you use affirmations, Alex?
I do, especially before a situation that makes me nervous.
Like what?
For example, before giving a presentation, I might feel anxious.
And a negative thought might pop into your head.
Yes, a thought like, what if I forget my words?
So, how does an affirmation help with that?
I would counter that thought with a positive affirmation. I'd tell myself, I am prepared and confident.
You're replacing the negative with a positive.
Yes, or I will speak clearly and share my ideas effectively. I repeat it a few times.
And does it work?
It really does. It doesn't make the nervousness disappear completely.
But it calms the negative voice in your head.
Exactly. It gives me a boost of confidence and helps me focus on success.
I like that. It's a very proactive way to manage your mindset.
Finally, our environment plays a huge role in our positivity.
That's so true. The people and content we surround ourselves with matter.
That brings us to our last vocabulary word, uplifting.
Uplifting, that's a great word. It means something that makes you feel more hopeful and happy.
Yes, we can find uplifting content like a happy movie or an inspiring book.
Or an uplifting song that always makes you want to dance.
And we can also surround ourselves with uplifting people.
The kind of people who support you and believe in you.
They're the opposite of people who are always negative and complaining.
Spending time with negative people can be so draining.
It really can. It can pull your own mood down.
But spending time with an uplifting friend can completely change your day.
I have a friend who is incredibly uplifting.
Tell me about them.
Whenever I talk to her, especially if I'm having a bad day, I always feel better afterward.
What does she do?
She's a great listener, but she also helps me find the positive in the situation.
She helps you shift your perspective.
Yes, she doesn't just agree with my negative feelings, she offers a more hopeful view.
That's a true gift in a friendship.
It really is. Her energy is infectious in the best way.
This has been such a great conversation, Alex.
I agree. It's clear that positivity is a practice, not just a feeling.
It's something we can build and strengthen over time with the right tools.
I think this is the perfect time to review the amazing vocabulary we've discussed.
I agree. Let's start with our first word, mindset.
A mindset is a person's particular way of thinking or their set of attitudes and opinions.
It's the mental lens through which you see the world.
An example sentence is, to learn a new skill, you need to have a growth mindset.
Another example, her positive mindset helped her overcome many obstacles.
Our next word was optimism.
Optimism is the feeling of being hopeful and confident about the future.
It's a belief that good things will happen.
For example, despite the challenges, she faced the future with optimism.
And another one, his optimism was contagious and inspired the whole team.
Our third word was resilience.
Resilience is the ability to recover quickly from difficulties or setbacks. It's about being tough.
It's the capacity to bounce back after a tough experience.
An example sentence is, the community showed great resilience after the storm.
Another example, building mental resilience is important for dealing with stress.
Next, we talked about gratitude.
Gratitude is the quality of being thankful and the readiness to show appreciation.
It's about focusing on and being thankful for the good things in your life.
For example, he expressed his gratitude to everyone who had supported him.
And another, practicing daily gratitude can improve your overall happiness.
Our fifth word was perspective.
A perspective is a particular point of view or way of looking at something.
It's the angle from which you see a situation.
An example is, talking to others can give you a new perspective on the problem.
Another example, from a historical perspective, the event was very significant.
Then we had the word affirmation.
An affirmation is a short, positive statement that is repeated to oneself to challenge negative thoughts.
It's a tool for building self-confidence and a positive mindset.
For example, she used the affirmation, "I am capable," to boost her confidence before the exam.
And one more, repeating a positive affirmation each morning can set a good tone for the day.
Our final word today was uplifting.
Uplifting means something that is inspiring, making you feel more hopeful, happy, or optimistic.
It's a word to describe things that lift your spirits.
For example, after a long week, she enjoyed watching an uplifting movie.
Another example, his speech was so uplifting that everyone felt motivated afterward.
That was a great review of some very powerful words.
It really was. So today, we explored the power of positivity.
We learned that it's not about ignoring the bad, but about focusing on the good.
We talked about how a positive mindset, fueled by optimism and built with resilience, can change our lives.
We also discussed practical tools like practicing gratitude, using affirmations, and changing our perspective.
And finally, we remembered the importance of surrounding ourselves with uplifting people and content.
Now, we have a question for our wonderful listeners.
We would love to hear from you.
Our question is, what is one small thing you are grateful for today?
It can be anything at all, big or small.
Let us know in the comments below. We love reading your answers and practicing with you.
Thank you so much for joining us today on English Voices.
We hope you feel a little more positive and inspired.
We'll be back soon with another conversation. Until then, take care.
And keep practicing. Goodbye, everyone.